Hey guys, it's Manna and welcome to Alternative Unicorn, a show where apparently I cook a lot instead of doing other stuff. Cause food has been really important in my life lately. I've been trying to change the way I eat and think about food a lot differently, trying more plant-based stuff and vegan stuff, even though I'm not really vegan or any of that, but I'm just trying to incorporate it into my life. And since it is now October and it's fall, and even though it is still super hot in Los Angeles, I decided that I wanted to get into the spirit by making something pumpkin, because I really like pumpkin, because don't we all? But I wanted to make something paleo pumpkin because the holidays are coming up. I really like holiday food and I'm trying to explore different facets of baking that won't totally upset my stomach or make me sick or do any weird stuff. So today we're going to make paleo pumpkin bread. This is not vegan, and the only reason why it's not vegan is because there are eggs in it. Because the common substitute for eggs is bananas, and I don't like bananas in baked goods. So we're just gonna use eggs because I do eat eggs. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, you need so much stuff, but first off, you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. But first make sure that there is nothing in your oven. I already took mine out because we know we use it for storage. You're going to need some type of bread baking thing, a bowl, coconut milk, pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie mix, pumpkin puree with no sugar in it, maple syrup, I'm using organic maple syrup, pumpkin seeds, I've got some here, coconut flour, coconut oil, ground nutmeg, ground cinnamon, baking soda, vanilla extract, some measuring things, and some eggs. You are supposed to have ground ginger and ground allspice. Is it allspice? Some other like spicy thing, but I don't have that. I took for granted that I would have every spice because we have so many spices. I have saffron, but I don't have ground ginger, and my bad for not checking. So like I said, a half a cup of coconut flour and put it in a mixing bowl. I am interested in how this is going to turn out because I have cooked with coconut flour before and I don't like it. It's very mealy, the texture is very interesting, but I suspect that for baking it's going to be delicious, and I really hope it is. So yes, we're gonna mix our dry ingredients first, which includes a half a cup of coconut flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, put it in there. Oh. And this is where you're supposed to do a teaspoon of ground ginger, a teaspoon of ground cloves, and all the other stuff, but I'm just gonna do a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of nutmeg. These are incredibly imprecise measurements, but you know, I'm cool on the spices. And your teaspoon-esque of ground nutmeg. And then you're going to whisk the dry ingredients together just to combine them. Okay, I went ahead and put the dry ingredients in a separate, smaller bowl so I could use this bowl for our wet ingredients. So, for our wet ingredients, we are going to first start with half a cup of melted coconut oil. Okay, coconut oil melts super fast. I just put a half a cup in this and I melted it in the microwave for 10 seconds. It's really, really, really quick to melt. So a half a cup of coconut oil into your bowl. We're going to put in 4 eggs. So 1/4 cup of maple syrup for our sweetness. There with the eggs and the coconut oil. A teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then we're going to add 1 cup of the pure pumpkin puree. So let me just open that in a second. We're gonna take a cup of pumpkin puree. There's like a legit amount left over, so I don't know, maybe I'll make some Lara bars after this that are pumpkin flavored and add that to the mixture. Oh, there you go. Just plop right in there. Oh, you totally don't need coconut milk. This you don't need. We're going to whisk up the wet ingredients first. So you mix that up, and now you're going to add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. And we're just going to mix that up. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna oil this bib. Okay, that's what it looks like in here. And then you're just going to top it off with some pumpkin seeds. Yum. Just get all up in that. This texture is really interesting. It's definitely not like any kind of baked goods with flour that I've ever used before. Because like I said, coconut flour, I'm still really new to the coconut flour world. So it mixes up really differently. Tastes really different. I mean, yeah. So I don't know. I guess we're just gonna see what happens. And then, ugh. Oh, now we're gonna put it in the oven at 350 for 50 minutes. And she goes, bye. Now we wait for 50 more minutes. It's time to check on our pumpkin bread. Oh my god, it smells so good in here. Here is our finished pumpkin bread, and I am going to let it cool off because it is serious hot. Okay, so here's some bread that I cut out. I don't think I underbaked it. I think this is what coconut flour is like. So let's try some. You know, texturally, I'm still not a huge fan of coconut flour. Taste, though, is really, really right on. Like, the taste of this is really spot on. It's pumpkin-y. It tastes like bread. It's not super sweet. For, like, a paleo gluten-free, like, grain-free holiday sweet treat, I think this is great. I can totally do it. I highly recommend other people trying it. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm so tired. Sorry for not having so much energy. But yeah, this is good. This works. It looks like a little bit of a mess, but I see it's like a weird little texture-y thing, but it looks great in there. Highly recommend it. And I hope you guys liked it. So thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe. Here are my social media pins. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I do lots of cool updates and weird hippie stuff on there all the time. So I hope you guys have a really good week. Light and love. Happy fall.